Mustard! Read it on Wiki.
Get therapy.
How do I read?
Get therapy.
Guys, yeah, what's up?
I
How you guys
prefer
doing?
ketchup.
How's it going? Good.
Welcome to Reddit on Wiki. It's another Monday Reddit reading episode. Another Monday Reddit reading episode. Nothing unordinary happened. We did the intro as usual. It's your boy Sean, joined with Tuesday's hosts themselves, Josh and John.
Yeah. We go together
Ketchup and
like
mayo.
ketchup and mayo.
No, only mustard.
No, you're the mustard, Sean.
Yeah, you're mustard, Sean.
Did y'all see Mustard at Camp Flog now was about to play a Drake song and he said psych and then played like that. Yeah. Oh God. Oh, sorry, Aubrey. It'll never end.
It's been months and Sean is not letting up.
No, I mean
Never.
it seems like people aren't letting up. I'm not Mustard. I'm not the one that did it.
You just did an intro.
I don't have a set at Camp Flog. No, I'm not the one. I'm just recapping culture. Boys, what's new before we jump in?
Not too
What
much.
is new?
It's December. You guys got your trees up yet?
Hopefully by the time this is out, this is December 9th. Hopefully it's up. Who knows?
Nice.
It's not up at the time of recording. I'll tell you that.
I think after this recording, I'm putting mine up. So
I saw it on your story that you guys pick a tree recently?
yeah,
Josh?
we cut one down
Yourself?
yesterday. Yeah. Well, we went to
Do you have
tree farm.
Video proof? Because we could throw that on the paid.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
don't know if Sienna recorded it.
Oh.
It was.
Should do it next
damn it.
time with a flannel. Maybe preferably shirt off, Josh.
Flannel wrapped around the waist with no shirt.
Yes.
I was gonna say.
No pants.
did have a
preferably
flannel.
Also. Just the flannel.
Have you guys seen that guy on TikTok who chops wood with no shirt?
Is it that Thor guy?
Yeah, Thor. Yeah,
It's a handsome motherfucker.
that's what
That
I
sounds
pictured.
like right up my alley, if I'm being clear. I
a
haven't
good looking
seen it.
dude.
That's
Could
what I
never be
pictured
that
when
built,
You,
but
when you were
whatever.
saying that, I was like, I wish I could be that.
I'd be fat Thor for sure.
Dude, Chris Evans in Avengers 2, where he just rips the log. Like, what the fuck? I hope this doesn't awaken something inside. All right, guys. Shall we just hop into today's stories?
Let's do it. I have no idea what you're going to do today because it wasn't the usual intro.
What do you mean? I thought I laid out all the stories.
Yeah, it was.
All right, here. For the people that have asked it. And
No.
because I actually did write it out, I feel like I should do it. This week we have a husband.
Part of me just thought you were gonna scream mustard again.
That would have been great. In fact, edit this, Josh. No, I'm just kidding. All right. This week we have a boyfriend who resents his girlfriend for not wanting kids, a sister who disowns their sibling over the sibling's partner's bad joke, the newlyweds charged their wedding party for the reception, an OP shocks the head of the HR department, and it wouldn't be a Monday episode without a segment from the amazing Underbaki. And if you're a YouTube member or patron and or both, do we have anybody that's both? Where are you at?
Probably.
We love you.
Let us acknowledge you, please.
We're going to do something different and we're going to play a game to determine our real age.
Oh shit!
So
Boy, I'm
it's-
about to be 96.
We're gonna be so much older than.
Yeah.
Okay, so if all that sounds interesting, continue listening and become a patron and or YouTube member.
Become a mustard.
Become a mustard! Dude.
We change all our tiers to that.
Dude.
Mustard tea.
When that first happened, the drop, I had the ugliest stick. Oh, that song is crazy.
What song is it? Can you shut it out? Because I have no
TVR
idea.
by Kendrick Lamar. You haven't listened to the new Kendrick album?
I haven't been listening to any music recently, actually.
Brother,
I've been
Throw
out
that
of
on.
it.
you are going to put Luther in like repeat for the 50th time.
All right,
Luther might be my favorite,
I'll check it
but
out.
TV Off is very close.
Stop
And
beat
also
change, bro. It's just like,
Reincarnation is also,
Ugh.
or Reincarnated, my bad. Reincarnated is also crazy. Right over a Tupac beat. Anyways,
What's up, Wikimaniacs? Hopping in here to give you a trigger warning for political conversations. Our first two stories today. Sean made it oops, all political. So if you don't want to hear that, feel free to skip in the timestamps to the third story, and then you can avoid the political conversation. So, yeah.
Are we ready to jump into it, boys?
Let's do it.
All right. This is coming from r/childfree, cross-posted by Solid Ashford. This is boyfriend admitted he resents me for getting sterilized.
This could go one of two ways. If you didn't want children to begin with and like made that clear, then that should be fine. But if you changed your mind on him, then I could see why he would be upset.
All right, let's see. A couple months ago, me and my boyfriend were having relationship issues, like arguing every time we talk to each other kind of issues. And during one of these arguments, he admitted that he resents me for getting sterilized. I got sterilized last August after getting a consultation and approved earlier in May. Roe getting overturned put me into overdrive, and I was able to find a doctor willing to sterilize me very easily. I counted myself lucky and scheduled the surgery. I had to go through the trouble of finding insurance that would cover it because I had just turned 26 and lost my parents' coverage. My boyfriend did not want me to go through with it because even though I had told him before we got together that I didn't want kids, he still wanted the option.
Oh, no, you're in the clear.
Yep. Agreed. Then he should have said, hey, this is not negotiable. I'm not feeling this relationship anymore. Should have moved on from there.
Yeah.
That guy
But you
celebrated.
stayed, buddy.
That guy celebrated when Roe was overturned.
I bet.
This is
Guaranteed.
very, not that the main character from this movie, but very 500 Days of Summer. Hey, I don't want anything serious. And then whenever
Fall
she
in
breaks it
love
off,
real
yeah, as soon as she breaks it off, he's like, wow, what a bitch. Actually, no, brother, that's on you.
That's your fault.
He begged me up and down not to go through with it and to wait longer, to wait until he had time to process it. But I went through it. To his credit, he actually called out of work to be there after I got out of surgery, and he stayed at my house with me until he had to go back to work. But the whole time, my recovery did not seem to be that much of a priority to him, especially after I got hit with severe anxiety later that week. He dragged me out of the house to hang out with him at a coffee shop where I couldn't function as a ball of nerves. I asked him to stay with me one night, and he had the audacity to say that I wasn't putting out enough sexually while I still had severe anxiety, and also I literally could not have sex because of the surgery.
What the fuck?
I was going to say, didn't she just fucking go through the
But also not a response to someone being like, hey, I want like, you to stay with me. That's not a response to be like,
I'm feeling very anxious, and I would love for my partner to be here to comfort me.
Yeah.
Actually, we're not having sex, so I'm not interested.
Yeah, that's
What the
fucking
fuck?
wild.
Back to the argument. The whole time he was telling me about how my sterilization really made him feel. He felt that he wasn't ready and he wasn't given enough time to accept it. And the option of having kids was taken away from him.
Brother, the
That
option,
motherfucker find another partner.
the
bro.
options
What are you
of
doing?
kids was being taken away when you agreed to stay in this relationship, when she made it
Yes.
clear she didn't want kids. What the fuck are you
dumb
talking
bitch.
about?
He took my sterilization as a personal attack that I didn't want his kids.
Break up, please, for the love of God.
Hey, if you keep acting this way, I could see why.
Yeah.
Well, I clapped back and said that he still had the option because his shooter still works.
Yep.
It's not that I didn't want his kids. It's that I didn't want anyone's kids. That a big part of the reason I got sterilized is because I was tired of having pregnancy anxiety every time we had sex because he refused to wear a condom.
Oh my God.
That I couldn't keep spending money on Plan B pills just to have peace of mind, and that I certainly wasn't going to risk it in a state that has a 6-week abortion ban trigger law after Roe got overturned. I know I wouldn't have heard the end of it if I didn't get sterilized, but I decided to refuse any and all sex. It's always about his comfort, his pleasure, and what he wants to do. God forbid that I want to be safe. He then brought up that he offered to get a vasectomy instead of me getting sterilized
Yeah.
because
fuck that.
his could get reversed.
Yeah. Also, don't trust that he would do it. He'd
Yeah.
be like, yeah, I did it. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I told him there's only a chance it can get reversed and it's not guaranteed, and that a reversal will likely not be covered by insurance. His response was, well, you're going to say whatever you have to in order to be right. But I'm literally stating facts that anyone can Google.
Jesus.
I got sterilized over a year ago, and it honestly surprised me that he's been resentful of me over it for this long. Does that mean he lied when he said he respected my decision?
Yes.
That he had gotten into a relationship with me on the presumption that I would change my mind about kids later in life?
Yes.
Yes.
I told him up front what I was about, but it's clear he's refused to accept it and expected me to change for him, which is incredibly disrespectful to me. I think he also low-key tried to gaslight me to think all the information I had from extensive research was wrong.
Yes.
Anyway, thanks for reading this far. I've been wanting to post this ever since the argument. ETA, I don't know. Estimated time
Edit
of
to
arrival.
add.
Oh, okay. I was like, that makes zero sense to this.
Well,
Estimated
he's not
time of
coming
arrival.
anymore because he's done. No more sex for this guy.
None. I want to thank everyone so much for all of your responsive, the supportive ones, and even the why are you even still in this relationship
Yes.
ones alike. I know I need to leave. I'm just working up the nerve to do so.
Okay.
I'm still reading through all the responses, though I haven't been able to reply to all of them.
Okay. That last comment is fair, just working up the nerve, but you do have to leave this person because he
They don't
has
respect you.
never respected you or cared about you. So, yeah, wild of him to switch up and like cry that you're taking his right to have kids away. He still has that right. He can go find someone else who does want to have kids. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
it's so fucked up to,
That he wasted everyone's time.
yeah, to get into a
Yes.
relationship knowing you wanted kids or even having the inkling that you wanted kids. That's on you, brother. Like, that's your fault for getting into that relationship and wanting kids. That you should have broke it off the moment you realized, oh, I do want kids. This is not going to work. Instead, you hope to manipulate her into having kids. It's so fucked up, dude.
And like you said, Josh, he brought up the vasectomy thing, but who knows if he was just trying to
He wouldn't have.
Oops.
Say that he was gonna get it. Yes.
Oh, it
Oops,
must be
now
that
you're pregnant.
One in a
And-
1,000.
And the thing that was kind of put me on the edge as well is the fact that she said like, hey, this guy refuses to wear a condom, and that she had to buy multiple like Plan B pills in the past leads me to think that he's always tried to get her pregnant at some point,
Yes. Yeah, you think the guy
which is a
who's-
form of manipulation at its finest.
100%. You
Yeah.
think the guy who can't even put a fucking condom on is going to get a vasectomy? No fucking way.
Yeah. Yeah. And you guys already said it too. Like, if this was a boundary that she set, she's like, from the very get go, I don't want to have children, not just because it's going to be your kids. I don't want children ever. And you know what? I don't blame women nowadays. There's so much shit that's going on right now where it's like so difficult. Like, you can say that, hey, you can have a pregnancy and you can have a normal pregnancy at that. Fine. But there are still going to be chances that shit could possibly go wrong. And a lot of states, particularly like, more of the red states, that there's not going to be protection in place for women when those complications do happen. And for some people, it's a very much so of a possibility. So
Yeah, even for people who want kids, like are planning to have kids,
Exactly.
there's still
Yeah.
that worry that this could go wrong and I could die because
Exactly.
they
Yeah,
are legally
sepsis.
not allowed to help me when I am going into sepsis, or whatever it happens
Yeah.
to be. Crazy.
yeah, and at the end of the day, like, to me, I've always viewed as like, getting pregnant is, yes, it could be like a choice between two partners, but at the end of the day, the burden is only gonna be on the women. They're the ones that's gonna have to carry the child, deliver the child, have to go through the hormonal changes and physical bodily changes for the however long those recoveries are. He keeps saying that he's making this about himself, about his right being a father. You can still be a father, my guy, just not with her. Go find someone else that's willing to go through that and wants to go through that with you. So this guy, I know it's not a Friday, but he's a complete asshole for stringing her along, and I hope she breaks up with him immediately.
All right. Next story of the day. This one is coming from r/chew off my chest, cross posted by cornbread23. It's titled, "My sister disowned me because my husband made a bad joke during a heated argument.
Did you protect your dumbass husband?
Yeah, I was gonna
while
say
he
it.
was making that joke.
Usually the jokes on subreddits or on like Reddit they're never good. So,
They're never funny,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
they're usually
They're
just
always
mean.
just bad.
Yeah.
All right. My husband, 36 male, and I, 34 female, have been married for 8 years. You do the math.
Nope. Don't ask me to do math right now.
Legal.
Illegal. That's right. My sister, 31 female, has been my best friend for my entire life. We are really close. Last night, we went to my sister's house for a few drinks and snacks, something that we do often. We were all drunk, so we inevitably started talking about politics.
Oof.
Is this an all politics episode?
Oops. Y'all forced me not to talk about it, and guess what? I waited a month. My sister freaked out when she realized my husband and I voted for Trump
Whoa, what a surprise.
because she assumed that we had voted for Kamala. Things got heated, and my husband ended up saying, "Your body, my choice," to her as a joke.
That's not a fucking
That's not a joke.
It never is.
God.
What the fuck?
I had seen the joke circulating online, so I knew what he was referencing, and I laughed.
Bro, stop calling it a joke. You're a piece of shit too. Holy fuck.
My husband and I are both pro-choice, and we know that it's just a joke.
No, it's not.
It's not if policies are getting put in place where it's no longer their choice. It's you know what I mean? Like that's not a joke, and you're not pro-choice.
Yes.
This is why I question the intelligence of Trump supporters.
No, I mean, literally, I saw somebody that was like, "Oh man, I can't wait for Trump to get rid of Obamacare, and I can't wait for him to
It's the
strengthen
same thing.
the Affordable Care Act." And then somebody
literally
commented,
the same shit.
"You dumb bitch."
I gotta be honest, your healthcare makes no sense to me, so I can't even comment on that.
No, yeah, it's the same shit. And then he was like, "Well, god damn it, fuck the Democrats for changing the name." And then they're like, literally, the Republicans named the Affordable Care Act the Obamacare, so Republicans would hate it.
Yeah.
So, like, truly, all your anger is misguided. Anyway, my sister started screaming at us to leave after he made the joke. I tried calming her down by saying he was just joking, but she wouldn't listen. She asked me if I was okay with what he said, and I said yes, because he was only joking.
Okay, then you can leave too.
He has a dark humor, so often he says shocking things for laughs. That's my least favorite kind of. Are you really that funny? I don't think so.
I don't think you are. You just say the
I'm
most.
a dark humor connoisseur, but this is stupid as fuck.
She ended up physically pushing us out of her house and slammed the door in our faces. We called an Uber, and by the time we were home, I had received a long text message from my sister. She said she never wants to see me or my husband again because of the joke that he made.
Good.
Yeah.
I was devastated because she is my sister who I love more than anything. I tried telling her that politics is not worth destroying our relationship.
Fuck you people. It's not politics. It's a moral standard of being like, oh, like your body, my choice is basically saying I can I don't want to say it. Yeah. But like I can sexually assault you and get away with it is basically what that is saying. Like that is the underlying meaning to that. And then I get to decide what happens to your body with the baby and all of that shit. Like, it's not a joke. It's fucking serious.
She'll fucking pick me, bro.
Yeah. If you say that's political, then you're a fucking
you can kiss my ass.
Piece of shit.
When I was unfollowing and like blocking people from social media for any kind of Trump support or happiness for their election, I was also deleting the people that are like, guys, don't let politics get in the way. I'm blocked, bitch. I'm not trying to see you either. Fuck you. What the fuck you talking about? This isn't politics, guys. This is human decency.
Exactly.
I don't get it.
It's a low bar.
Yeah. I told her I'd never let anyone hurt her, and it was just a stupid joke that was circulating online. She said she will never feel safe in my husband's presence ever again, and that she will never see me the same way. This is the first time my husband has ever said a joke like that to her, so she has no reason to feel unsafe around him. I think she misunderstood the joke and thought he was threatening violence when he was just making an abortion joke. I understand the joke was inappropriate, misogynistic, and disrespectful, but she is my sister.
Oh, both so of our parents understand all those things. She's like, I understand it all, but it's a joke. Fuck me.
I draw the line at racism, but animal
this is why I always question the fucking capacity or brain capacities these fucking indoctrinated ass Trump supporters.
I draw a line and then I move it back if I need to. Fuck me.
Both of our parents are dead, so she is the only family I have left. I don't know what to do because we already apologized. She was also the one who started it when she was freaking out about us voting for Trump. She knows we are small business owners, so I thought she'd understand why we voted for Trump. We are just trying to make ends meet. We are not racist or sexist or any of the words she was spewing at us. How do I get through to her that she's overreacting? We have no other family besides ourselves. I know she'll regret ruining our relationship because of a stupid joke. Everyone was drunk. Tension was high, but we all still love each other.
I don't think you love your sister or any woman for that matter. I mean, I hate people that use the economic argument. It's like, okay, well, the tariffs are going to fuck you over. Like, especially a small business who probably can't afford the uptick that tariffs are going to cost you. You're going to find out.
We're also small business owners. As weird as it is to say out loud, we do own a small business.
Yes.
Where none of us voted for.
Idiot.
Yeah.
And tariffs will not fucking affect us. So we're fine that way. Like, listen, do I love everything the Democrats stand for?
No.
Absolutely.
They ran some bad strategy. Yo.
They did. They did 100%. They moved the wrong way and they compromised on their beliefs. But But they're
at least not fucking taking rights away from women.
Yes, or immigrants, or literally or anyone who doesn't look like me.
Racist rhetoric.
And is straight. I should add that. Like, not part of the LGBTQ plus community. So it's wild to me that, I mean, we said it before, but it is just wild to me that people vote against their own self-interest, take away their own rights, and then are like, why is everything getting worse? It's like, well, I fucking wonder. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I kind of spoke to you guys about this, like, you know, on our personal, like, channel. I hate politicians. I don't give a shit if you're a Democrat, Republican. I cannot stand political
two-party
parties.
system is fucking
it's
terrible
stupid as fuck.
too.
Like, I think to this day, like, I am more comfortable with like a leader that cares for people as opposed to like the lobbyists and all the shit that, you know, goes on in politics. Is like, you're only doing the time to like shit on the other party and there's no real progress that's going on. And until the day where we have a leader who unifies people and look at the best interests of a nation while being like, you know, ethical and being understanding and compassionate about, a lot of people have different virtues, different values. But if we can try to find a way to get that all like married and together, we can have a better place. And I don't think the Republicans and Democrats are doing a great job as it is. However, this is a special type of fucking candidate that's about to be elected or about to be president. I've seen the shit show that was 2016 and 2020. It's going to happen again from 2024 or 2025 to 2029. And it pisses me off because of all the people that he's going to put into place. Hell, half of those and we were joking about this earlier, half of those motherfuckers cannot step 25 yards within school.
Yes.
And are you telling me that the leaders that we're about to have in the United States are people who don't have a moral compass? And those are the type of people we want representing. And this is speaking for like Americans. You want that to be the embodiment of what an American is? I don't like that shit.
You want the guy who drove Twitter into the ground to run the government?
Seriously.
What are we doing?
They're just going to care about the lining their pockets. These people are businnesmen.
Yeah.
You know, they only care about fucking getting rich off of our backs, of all the shit that we've worked for as people. And America's a stupid place right now. I'm gonna say I still love this fucking country. You know, like I've given like there was a point in time where I was like, hey, I'm willing. I believed in this. I came from a country where like we didn't have much opportunity. So like, yes, the U.S. is still far better than other places out there, but we do have a lot of work to do. And unfortunately, the people we're gonna put into power, we're gonna set ourselves back for fucking decades and generations, which is stupid as hell in my opinion.
Yeah, it's bad.
That's why I hate talking about politics. I get fucking really angry about this.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was just the first half was an oops on politics. The second half, we get back to normal.
Okay.
The drop off is gonna be crazy, bro.
1-star review.
Probably. Suck my ass. All right. This next one is coming from r/wedding shaming from the goat Mary Gets 2011. Illegal.
Oh, wait. My bad.
Thank you. Never give Mary the illegal first off.
Josh, I'm gonna need to see you in my office.
Yeah,
after.
my bad.
How dare you be disrespectful?
The last button I clicked was the illegal
fucking
button.
ass.
So I just my bad.
Anyways, this one is titled Absolutely Baffled by the Audacity.
Okay.
My younger brother got married a few weeks ago, and it was overall a lovely evening. Now, this week, I received a text from him saying, "Hi, my wife just told me she hasn't received your $115 per plate. No rush, but please send it to blank email at email.com.
Oh, no.
Imagine if Josh did that shit to us, Sean. I'm like,
I
shut
would
the
have
fuck up, Josh. Shut your bitch ass up.
I would have laughed.
I mean, did I like the fucking spring rolls that you served? Yes, it was great. Sienna's mom's cookies was delicious, but bitch, you got me fucked.
You guys did have to pay per cookie, by the way. That was
That's crazy.
Yo,
Sean would be like, worth it.
I'll pay for that shit again.
Easy.
That's crazy, though.
Now, at no point was it communicated to me that they were charging guests to attend their reception. Nowhere on the invitation either. Plus, my husband and I already gave them $400 cash in their card.
Dude, you better
so
fucking
more
say,
than
like,
enough.
you better take that out of that then, bitch.
The wedding took place at an expensive restaurant downtown in a private room that's famous for its architecture. No idea why they booked that place if they can't afford it.
Yeah.
Also, no open bar, no dance floor. We didn't even drink alcohol that night, but still paid $30 for pop and coffee, plus the Uber there and back. His only response is, "Oh, I thought you knew. I forgot to tell you. Sorry."
That's
All
on you.
nonchalantly. So infuriating. It got heated, and I eventually told him I would send the money, but he can wait now because I'm pissed off. Now, I'm considering not sending anything, and if
Don't
he
send
asks,
it.
Yeah.
I'll just say, "Oh, I forgot." Oh, did I mention I also got married in June this year and didn't charge anyone a dime
Yeah.
like a normal person?
Like a normal, yeah. Like, listen, if you go to a wedding, yeah, gifts are or monetary value, like that is expected, but you don't have to. That's a generous offer that you do for the couple on your own regards, especially if you're traveling or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
Like not expected at all. But to message them afterwards and be like, "Hey, yo, can you pay for that plate?" That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, $115 per plate. I noticed you didn't pay for the reception.
But you gave them $400.
Yeah, take that out of that. What the fuck?
100%.
And then Sean does have a saying, and I might be wrong in saying it, but he said if you can't afford the vision, you got to change the vision, right?
Yeah.
Sean? Is that what you say? It's
Nice
exactly
words.
what this is. All right. If you know that this is gonna be a way too much expense for you, you shouldn't have had the damn wedding. You could have had a nice little backyard get together, a small group of people or something that you can possibly afford catering. Or
I will
if
say
not, you
catering
could
is
have just
fucking expensive.
it is expensive. Or you can just have a little courtroom wedding, and when the funds are available or when things are right that you can share it with a family, then have that grand wedding that you've been asking for too. And yes, it is like what Josh is saying, it is nice to have some sort of like monetary like gifts or some sort of anything to commemorate that special day. for you to not even give the guest the option to say yay or nay, that's kind of fucked up. It's very presumptuous on your end. And if I was OP, I'd be like, oh, that's crazy. Send it to fucking collections because I ain't paying up, bitch.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
I've been to so many goddamn weddings. Not once that I paid for my
Seriously.
goddamn. I mean, I paid through the gift that I gave
Exactly.
off
Yes.
the registry that you asked for. I got you on the gift, brother. I'm not paying for my goddamn plate on top of the gift.
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right. Getting back to normal hatred and not political hatred.
hatred. Just regular dumbassery.
Yeah, just regular dumbasses. Here we go. This next one is coming from r/Josh. I got to be honest with you. I put an Am I the Asshole story on here, not knowing it was an Am I the Asshole. I know.
Ooh.
So
I think
I
you
found-
deserve that, brother.
I found a news story to replace it, but we are kind of running short.
No, I'm
So-
kidding. You could do the Am I the Asshole.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay, I have my name in the title. I didn't even realize it was that until I read the last sentence. Or am I the asshole? I was like, I've committed a sin. Forgive
Gasp.
me, Father.
That's the 8 deadly sins now instead of
Yeah, I
7.
know. Okay, let me pull that one back up. But this one is coming from r/traumatize them back from
Hell
Mary
yes.
from Mary Gids 2011 again. This one is titled No Proof. Oh, bless your heart.
That's very country. Oh, bless your heart.
Bless
Oh,
your
bless
heart.
your
That's
heart.
true. It is a southern one.
It goes like this. I wouldn't be surprised if some are going to think this is fake, but I feel like other disabled people will find this a little satisfying, especially with how human resources offices across the board have sunk to new levels of gaslighting.
Yeah, John.
Yeah, John, fix
Bitch,
it.
I'm not that live. Fuck out of here.
You gaslight us
Fix
all the
that
time.
You know what? I'm not sorry.
OP was right. HR departments are. I have a genetic condition that gives me a variety of weird disorders, including a severe walnut allergy and cancer during my late teens. Since I'm in my 20s, many people assume that I'm not disabled or that I'm not as disabled as I actually am. But 90% of the time, I just shrug it off. I've experienced a lot of subtle disability discrimination at work, but I've never been at a company where they're flat out comfortable saying, we don't hire disabled people.
Oh,
EEOC is going to have a great time with this. Get your money.
I'm not even HR, and I know that's fucked up and wrong.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Like, personally, I understand the logic of accidentally discriminating against me because you're worried your company could give me an allergic reaction. But to say every disabled person is unqualified?
I mean, yeah, if you apply to a walnut factory, I could see them being
Yeah,
like,
I
we're
would,
probably going to pass on this one.
Which eventually led me to this conversation. Head of human resources and owner of major company. I understand that you had a misunderstanding with your manager yesterday, and I wanted to apologize for any mix-ups. To which I replied, no misunderstanding. The manager denied me a reasonable accommodation because you don't do them, and said that your company doesn't hire anyone with a gap in their resume due to disabilities/illnesses. Personally, I don't see how chemotherapy I had years ago affects my qualifications for working as a store cashier.
You're about to get paid.
Jesus Christ.
Owner, those are serious accusations, which we will certainly look into. But unfortunately, none of our employee calls are recorded. So there's nothing I could really do about a he said, she said situation.
This
Me.
is why I always advocate for recording that shit or doing it electronically so you have proof.
Me cutting him off. Oh, it's not a he said, she said situation. You're welcome to treat it as a he said, she said situation if that's your decision. However, I do have the conversation captured for my own records.
Oh, hell yeah.
Fuck yes. I like
Owner.
that.
I'm sorry, let me understand. You recorded your conversation with our employees? Me Yes, this state is a single party consent.
I was gonna say that. Fuck yes, let's go.
I wish I could have seen his face when I clicked play on my computer and he heard my manager say that his company was going to throw out my resume only because I needed chemotherapy a while ago, since the owner was particular.
Guys, do you hear that? That's the sound of money hitting OP's bank.
Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. Here comes the money.
Holy shit.
Money, 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 money. The silence on the owner's end when he realized that his shitty policies were caught on a hot mic was priceless. I would add more details to show how bad the situation got before and after reaching out to quote unquote HR, but to be honest, the EEOC is about to traumatize them harder than I ever could.
Damn
go.
right. I knew. I was like, they're gonna about have a field day with this shit.
They saw it and they're like, we'll do this pro bono.
Anything else before we jump into the last one?
Oh, I was gonna say, this reminds me of shout out Rotten Mango. I always listen to that podcast. This reminds me of a story that Stephanie Sue covered. It's about Abercrombie and Fitch. They did some like shady shit about this. First of all, the founder or
He's
the
a
owner,
real piece of shit.
yeah, real piece of shit. They were doing stuff like this, and I believe one of the person that sued them also got a big payout because they were trying to discriminate them because they were wearing a hijab. Or they wanted to wear a hijab during the job. And Abercrombie was trying to get away with it by saying that, oh, we don't call our employees like, regular employees. They call them models. So because models fall under certain guidelines and that they could discriminate how they look, that's how they're able to, win that as a case. So
What the fuck?
I mean, right. The fucking previous person that ran Abercrombie was a piece of shit. Like they're trying to go on a rebrand right now where, their new heads of CEO and all that are trying to be more inclusive and all that.
But the rebrand is working on me.
The rebrand, they're a lot more,
bro.
they're a lot more inclusive in the way they do things now. But like the last person that did it, not trying to shout out like a podcast, not trying to promote, but if you want to listen to that good ass coverage about it, Rotten Mango has a pretty good coverage about that piece of shit.
I want to say there are documentaries on that as well.
Probably, yeah.
And the person, then that actual case, I believe, was heard by the Supreme Court, and they did win, and they got
paid.
Shmoney.
Man, we're about to have a Supreme Court that won't do anything.
I low-key want to sue someone just so I can get money real quick.
We're our own bosses now. We have nowhere to go.
Oh, man. All right, this next one is my accidental Am I the Asshole? This is coming from r/AITAH.
That's for you,
Look,
not for the
I did not. I just read the thing. And then afterwards, after I put it in my show notes, I was like, oh no. I just saw that it said for Sean. So what am I going to read the rest?
That's fair.
That tracks.
All right. This is titled Peanut Allergy for Sean. Oh, this one is cross-posted by Substantial Midscore Pay 7028. And the real title is, Am I the Asshole for Ruining My Sister's Engagement by Having a Medical Emergency During Her Proposal?
Ooh.
I'm going to body Sean now. Yeah, you're the asshole. Just get over it. Walk it off.
Oh, man. Join the hatred, Josh. Join me on the dark side.
Natural selection, right?
At its finest, someone. Just kidding, guys. It's a joke. I, 19-year-old female, have a severe peanut allergy that I've dealt with my whole life. My sister Jane, 26 female, has always been weird about it, claiming I was quote-unquote over-dramatic about cross-contamination and saying that I just used it for attention.
This is Sean.
Yeah. I don't know. Jane seems pretty good in this story.
I expose my friends with freaking peanuts. They're all right.
Yeah. I blow peanut dust in their face. They're chilling.
Did you say they talked to you after that story?
One of them did.
Yeah.
But the other ones are cool with it.
I mean, there's different levels of severity for sure.
No, for sure. Also, my friends are dumbasses who don't care. It's probably on them and on me.
I have a friend who goes to restaurants and just doesn't disclose their allergy. I'm like, you're really rolling the dice
you're
every
bold.
time. I'm like, holy shit. They're just like, I don't want to make a scene. I'm like, you'll make a scene if you die here.
That's so Canadian, I feel, or stereotypical Canadian.
Yeah.
Last week, Jane invited our whole family to what we thought was just a nice dinner at an upscale Asian fusion restaurant.
Ooh, Thai food.
Yeah. What we didn't know was that her boyfriend was planning to propose there.
Oh.
I always check with the restaurants about allergens, and when I called ahead, they assured me that they could accommodate my allergy. This reminds me of when I worked at Panera Bread. Shout out.
Bread you.
One time I was a cashier and I was overhearing a conversation between a customer and my coworker. And the customer was like, does the baked potato soup have any bacon in it? And then my coworker goes, nah, I don't think so. I had to step in and be like, no. There's definitely bacon in that bitch. There's a lot of bacon in that bitch.
How did you graduate, Brad? You?
Did you not pay attention in Soup 101? What the fuck? Oh, shit.
Super salad. Yes.
Yes. When we got there, I reminded my server about my allergy, and Jane rolled her eyes saying, here we go again.
Jesus.
The food came, and I took 2 bites of my peanut-free pad thai.
I knew it.
That's
That's fucking big back knowledge right there, bro.
Yeah, ain't no way it's anything but. Before my throat started closing up. Turns out there was cross-contamination in the kitchen. I had to use my EpiPen in the middle of the restaurant, and my dad had to call an ambulance. This happened right as Jane's boyfriend was getting down on one knee.
Oh, no.
Jane is now telling everybody that I deliberately caused a scene to try and ruin her special moment. She's saying that I should have waited until after the proposal to
die?
Dead ass to die. That's what she's saying. Low key.
Hey, yo, pause the death real quick.
Hey, you're real loud on that side.
Hey, tell your neck to chill. Why is that just swelling up so
Actually, even though John hates this is the fucking where Tim Robinson part where he's
choking.
He's choking.
No,
I'm uncle. Everything's good.
Hey, I know the reference now. Okay?
Yeah, you do know.
You do,
You
yeah.
hate it, but you do know. She's saying I should have waited until after the proposal to deal with my anaphylaxis.
I don't know how to pronounce that.
Or that I could have just stepped outside. Don't mind me. My parents are split.
That's insane.
Dad is on my side, but my mom says I should have been more careful about what I ate since obviously this was going to be an important dinner.
You checked twice.
You also didn't know they were proposing, right?
No.
Yeah, so I don't know what you could have done.
And like John said, OP checked twice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Even some of my friends are saying I could have been more discreet about my medical emergency.
Sean is one of those friends.
Yeah, that's me. That's me. My bad.
Yo, shut the hell up. I'm trying to watch the proposal.
You're really ruining the moment. But I don't know how I could have handled it any differently without, dying.
Holy shit.
And that's it.
No.
not
So
the
am
asshole.
I the asshole?
No.
No.
No, not at all.
It's insane that anyone is on your sister's side for that. Like, they're literally just being like, yeah, just die quieter, please.
It's real loud. Quiet down.
I truly don't know what you could have done other than it sounded like give yourself an EpiPen and then your dad.
No, they did give themselves an EpiPen.
Yeah, they did.
It was their dad that called the ambulance, just in case, I guess.
Thank God your dad was on your side. I don't know if anyone else
Seriously.
would have called an ambulance for you.
It's insane. All right. The little vomit at the end. All right. That's enough stories for today. Let's get into the amazing Underbaki segment. Is this poster okay?
Oh, I love having that button.
Yeah, for everything. For everything.
It's great.
All right. The first post is coming from r/unpopular opinion. So, they've been hitting sometimes. We're like, you're well within your right to feel
I mean,
that way.
sometimes they're angry for no reason, but they are usually fine.
Usually fine.
I learned to not react unless it says from true unpopular opinion.
Yeah, those are the bad ones.
Or not how girls work.
Or not how girls work.
Yes.
Also bad ones. Here we go. OP writes, Christmas is cringy. I feel like this might be an unpopular opinion, but I find Christmas to be very cringy. The things I find cringy are Santa and the Christmas-themed clothes. I find it cringy when people wear Santa hats, and I find it even more cringy when the hat sings a song like Jingle Bells. The music is truly overplayed, and I'm honestly very tired of it. I will say, however, the best Christmas music that for some strange reason I always tend to enjoy is Reliant K's album, Let It Snow Baby, Let It Reindeer.
I don't know that one.
I am with you. Reliant K.
Reliant K do be hitting.
They do be hitting.
Pentatonics too. I love Pentatonics Christmas songs.
I've said this on the podcast before. Hanson's Christmas album is the greatest Christmas album of all time. I will be taking no notes or suggestions. Anyways, I do also enjoy Santa Baby by Eartha Kitt. I don't think is that the right name?
Sure.
And Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You.
That part I hate. I hate that song.
Dude, she's so rich. November 1st. It's crazy the amount of money she gets on 2
If
months.
she was in the Philippines, September. It starts September.
I am getting tired of All I Want for Christmas, though. Also, the idea of meeting Santa and having your child sit on his lap gives me major pedophile vibes. The fact that parents find it cute to have their child sit on an old man for a picture while they tell him what they want just doesn't sit right with me. I think it's a little more okay to decorate a tree in a house, but still very weird. The entire holiday isn't my favorite, but I don't hate it. I will say...
You sure about that?
Sure about that?
You sure about
that? I will say, however, it is nice to get time off of school and work to relax and enjoy time with family. Edit. Every comment is about how creepy it is to sit on Santa's lap. There was even a comment about the idea of sitting on his lap was definitely made by and for pedos. So is this poster okay?
He had me until the Santa part because I'm like, I think you're projecting a lot on people. Like you're calling every mall Santa a pedophile, which is fucked up. Like that's fucked up to do.
It's just a job for them.
Yeah, I think it might be sexualizing something that doesn't need to be sexualized.
Exactly. Yeah, it's giving me like the wasn't there a story where the dad didn't like hug or kiss his child,
daddy or something like
being
that?
called daddy. That's what it was.
Yeah.
It's just like you're sexualizing something that should not be sexualized.
Yeah.
And I think that's on you.
Yeah.
Up until that point, I was like, yeah, I mean, you're fine. You just don't like Christmas, which is okay. You don't have to yuck everyone's yum, but
yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm someone who doesn't really, I'm not the most festive person, but if, any of my family would like to incorporate like holiday stuff, I'm all for it. If Juliet tells me to wear an ugly sweater, best believe I'm rocking an ugly sweater.
they're usually comfy.
So, when it's not itchy, yes, it's comfy. But yeah, like I feel like this person is okay up to certain points. I feel like something happened to you during, that holiday time to make you say you don't hate Christmas, but you sure do sound like you fucking hate that shit. So, yeah, like what Josh said, don't yuck everyone's yum. Some people love Christmas, and more power to people who can enjoy holidays.
Whenever you said, I feel like something happened, it reminded me of that It's Always Sunny episode where Charlie sits on Santa's lap and he's like, did you fuck my mom? So it was
Oh my
like,
god! Speaking
what?
of, It's Always Sunny and Abbott Elementary collab.
I have
Yeah.
no idea how they're doing that.
They're
And
wildly
those
different.
Half of them are
Characters
not
should
even
not-
allowed to be in school.
They should not be around children. They should not be around
I'm
children.
excited. I'm excited for that one.
Oh no, I love both shows, but just you could not pick more opposite vibes.
Oh, Mac's gonna say do some stupid shit. Like, I already fucking feel it.
All of them. They're all evil characters.
That is true.
They're all bad. All right, next one is coming also from r/unpopular opinion, and OP writes, Channing Tatum isn't all that in the looks department. It's been a couple of years since he appeared in this sub, but it's due more reflection. I saw him modeling for a scent brand, can't remember the one, and he just looked a bit plain. And he's also a bit round. That being said, he's not a terrible comedic actor, and he does seem like a sound person.
So we body shaming people?
Yeah, that's
the fuck?
what it
think
seemed
so.
like.
I mean,
So
pretty
is this
fucked up.
poster okay?
no, people age. Like people go through bodily changes. Hell, this reminds me of people clowning on Batista, who happens to be like a wrestler turned actor. Who, when he was like, when he was an active wrestler, he was like 300 pounds, solid muscle. People are clowning on him now because he's lost weight. When he was like, well, I consciously made that decision because I want to feel better about myself.
Yeah.
Also,
So-
he's still 245 pounds of
And I'm
muscle.
pretty sure he can fucking whoop anyone's ass at this point. And what if like Channing was just like, well, back then, when he was like, doing step ups and all that, step up movies and all that, like maybe Hollywood or other movies too. Like his role has to dictate like, hey, he has to be a certain figure. But now he's just like, you know what? I'm just doing my best life. Like I'll do whatever the fuck I want. Why are you gonna shame him for that shit, bro? Like,
Yeah.
that's weird.
It's fine to
Yeah.
have be like, oh,
Celebrity crushes.
well, I was gonna say like just like seeing a celebrity and be like, oh, not my taste. And that you could just shut the fuck up after that. Like,
Just
Yeah.
leave it
you
at that.
don't have to say anything. You don't have to comment on other people's bodies. I
The
hate,
body part is crazy.
I hate the society that we're in where it's fine to just talk about people's bodies openly like that. It's like, he's a great actor, hilarious. 21 Jump Street, one of my favorite movies. 22 Jump Street.
I'm about to make a name for myself.
It's so great. It's just like, why do you have to comment on their bodies? Who cares? That doesn't need
Don't
to
get me
be
started with the fucking hate shit that Selena Gomez gets. That fucking
yeah,
makes
that
my
too.
blood boil.
Ariana Grande too, I think, is getting it now with Wicked coming out. She's getting
See,
all
people
these
are just-
comments. It's just like, guys, we don't have to comment on
Like, did
everyone's
we not
bodies.
realize whenever Chadwick got skinny and everyone was like, oh my God,
Yes.
I wish he would get swole again. And then he died and everyone was like, we'll never comment on people's bodies again. And then a month later, y'all are back on the same shit.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Like, come on,
It's,
guys.
people have the audacity because they're behind a screen name and a fake profile picture. But I guarantee you, like, you won't say this shit in front of people's faces.
Yeah.
No. And then they do. And then Jason Kelsey beats the shit out of you.
And they have the fucking nerve to be like, oh, I'm a victim. Bitch, you deserved it.
Yeah.
Shut up.
All right. Well, that's it for this episode. Before we completely finish it, I do have some Venmos I'd like to read.
Woo.
Let's go.
First one's coming from Shayla, who sent 2 Venmos. They write, been slightly depressed since the election, so I've been listening to old episodes as my quote-unquote therapy. You 3 give me hope for humble men who respect women and their rights. Shout out to Jine and Shane. And here's a couple extra dollars for Josh because he doesn't get enough love.
Oh, thank you.
We
very
need to
much.
give Josh more love, people. This show does
Yeah.
not run without Josh.
That's
Misspell
okay.
his name more often, guys. He loves it.
Please
Next,
objectify him.
No, that's okay.
Shayla also objectify me. Shayla also writes, I'm so thankful for y'all. It's so peaceful listening to 3 humble men. FDT. Have an
damn
amazing
right.
Thanksgiving, and Josh, have a wonderful Thursday. Smiley face.
I will have a great normal Thursday.
Next up, we got Savannah, who brings up a topic we need to talk about. Are the live streams going to be uploaded to Patreon? I missed the last one. I think this is part of the audio video issue that we're having, right?
Well, it depends if they are talking about the live shows that we do on YouTube and Twitch. Those are usually I think
Just
they're
on YouTube and Twitch.
Yeah, kind of just
Mhm.
there.
We could.
We can talk about it.
Yeah, we could talk about getting that on Patreon.
Yeah.
Y'all are paying for it.
Yeah,
Might as well have everything in one place.
we'll discuss it, and then we'll have a decision by the time this comes out, and you'll have
we'll
an
figure it
answer.
out for you, Savannah. Also, you're a Venmo goat, so we're on it.
Yeah.
Next up, we got Renee, who writes, as a 40-year-old lesbian, I never thought my favorite podcast would be 3 straight guys. You're so refreshing. I'm not a rich, but I can send a little bit and hopefully buy some merch by the end of November. Sean, spelled SCHAWGHN.
Whoa.
Ooh.
You're my favorite. I don't know if that's true, Renee, after that spelling. But Renee sends $10.
We hurt the ones we love, Sean.
Yeah, is that how it works? All right. Next up, we got Heidi, who writes, happy fall and soon to be wonderful winter. I want to get this out for anyone willing to fight for American democracy. Oh, doomocracy. They spell it doom because obvious.
Good pun.
Look into femmefreeze.org. That's FEMMEFREEZE.org for the month of December. Women are refraining from certain activities to promote how important women are. Hashtag Operation FemFreeze. Hashtag FemFreeze. Heidi sends 69 cents, the sickest amount.
Nice.
Next up, we got Soraya, who writes coconut emoji, coconut emoji, coconut emoji. And they send $7.17. I do not know what they are referencing. We have blocked it out of our mind.
The only time I talk about coconuts is in therapy now. So
Yeah, people are mad at me that I didn't make a coconut cream pie joke.
You were distraught, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's
I
called
was
being
too shocked.
traumatized. Okay, guys.
Yeah. Not a lot of things traumatized me, but that fucking story, boy.
But maggots on a dick might do it
It
for
broke
us.
me. Broke something.
Leah.
In my brain.
Writes, just here to say I like Sean's idea, spelled SCHAUGHN, idea of every merch everywhere all at once being an annual thing. Also, every merch everywhere all at once, trademarked by John, being an annual thing. Another comment suggested during AAIP month. I'm not sure what AAIP month is. But we will look into it.
Well, it's supposed to be AAPI,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Asian American Pacific Islander Month.
AAPI. Okay, well, they also put, and making it an option to donate to AIP. So they put it twice, so I was not sure. Which I think would be great. If it is AAPI, we know what you're talking about. If it's AAIP, we will look it up and figure
Acronyms
it out.
are hard.
Yeah. But Leah sends $10. So thank you, Leah.
Oh, could be
Thank you.
Alberta Advantage Immigrant Program.
Canada? No, I'm just
Not a
kidding.
month? You fucking kidding me?
No,
Just
it's
kidding.
but yes, let us know if
If
we're
that's what you
thinking of
meant,
separate
yeah.
things or yeah, just keep us updated, Leah. We got you. John, Josh, anything you want to say before we end the sode?
No, that's it. Don't forget
No,
to
just oh, go ahead.
I was just saying, don't forget to donate to either Sean's Venmo or our PayPal. All donations are going to great causes, which you can check out on our PayPal specifically. Includes Planned Parenthood, Trevor Project, and a family in Palestine. As we're recording, yet to be decided, but should be decided by the time this episode comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then we've had some great suggestions that we're going to look at and potentially add to the rotation of donation lists that were, or donations. What were they called?
Charity?
Charities.
Charities.
Thank you, Jesus Christ. And we'll add those to the charity list that we've already got going on. And then you can choose which one you'd like to donate on our PayPal page. And if you send it to Sean, it'll just get divvied up between the ones we have and sent there. So, yeah.
Yeah, and we will read your message and it'll go to a great cause. And another thing as well, another call out, Josh mentioned, I don't know if it was mentioned this episode, but it's also mentioned the episode before. If you're interested on giving a gift, you may do so. And for this month of December, if you want to be a patron, you will have a discount code if you want to be a rich and enjoy all our content. And Patreon now has an option where you can also gift a membership. So if you would like to do that, you can do so as well. on our live streams as well. There are options where you can purchase YouTube membership for people as well if you want other Wikimaniacs to enjoy too. So different ways that we can share our platform and our content to everyone. And if you could do us a huge favor, if you enjoy what we do, please commenting on the stories, liking our liking our videos, podcast, share our stories or reels on Instagram. That'll be greatly appreciated. It'll help us get spread the word. And if there are any creators that you want us to collab with in 2024, we reach out to as much as we can. However, the power's in your hands. Please let them know that you'd want to work with us as well.
One correction, 2025.
2025. Sorry.
That's going to be...
Or let us know who you want us to work with in 2024. You got
Yeah, we'll
2
go back to
weeks.
you.
We'll get it done.
way too late.
We'll get it done. We'll get it done. Fuck it.
You got this, Sean.
All right. Well, that's it for this episode. Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you again later this week. Happy December 9th. Bye.
Bye.
Get therapy.